Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive on in, and let's first start off with the fact that DCENT Wallets is holding a major event right now until November 16th. If you purchase a DCENT wallet, I'm going to drop a link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. If you guys go and get a DCENT wallet right now, you can actually fill out a form on their website. It's at the top, where they are giving away 200 Algorand right now. And as you guys are all aware, if Algorand does make it back to $1 plus, the all-time high was nearly $3. That means that your 200 Algorand could very well be worth $200 to $400, which would cover the DCENT wallet fully and essentially give you a free cold storage wallet. So if you guys do want to take advantage of this massive offer from DCENT Wallet, you guys are more than welcome to, with the links down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. It's going to be at the top, just to make sure that you guys don't miss it. So if you guys do want to go get this, it's a limited time only. I highly suggest everybody go out and get a DCENT wallet right now, especially as we prepare for the next major run up in the market. Now, with that being said, let's dive on in and let's start off with a few things. So one, as we see the market erupting, everyone is questioning why XRP isn't pumping, because Solana and all the, trash coins are pumping. And I want you all to understand that, and I've said this many times in the past, that nobody cares about utility right now. And that's just the facts. But I will say this, guess who does care about the real utility? Institutions. And I do think that that makes a big difference, which we will talk about. But I seen this article get posted by the Crypto Basic earlier today, and what it was talking about XRP and the original 60,000% surge to $3.84. Now this, of course, was based on speculation at that time, and a lot of people are questioning, like, what is XRP going to do when utility does matter, when we have institutions, when we actually have, full-on utilization by institutions at scale? Like, what's going to happen with XRP? Now, I've gone over price predictions regarding XRP many times. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to be able to tell you the real value that XRP could have on it when we see, again, utility at scale from the institutional side of things. But I will say this, the 60,000% massive spike that we seen on XRP back in 2017 and 2018, I honestly think that will be nothing compared to the price that XRP does have on it when we do see full-on utilization, and we have full-on regulations in place, and we actually have the mass institutional grade adoption. We are not there just yet, but we are building the steps to get there, and I'm very excited for that. But a lot of people have been questioning what's going to happen with XRP when it does break out of this macro wedge that's in. Basically, this is the macro wedge, and it's probably going to just kind of accumulate within this, or consolidate, if you will. And again, at that time, I even say, like, you got to accumulate when the time is right. Usually, if we are going to follow this trend line on the bottom, then it's probably not a bad idea to accumulate on that trend line. But the thing is when we look at the price of XRP, right, I'm not too concerned at all on if we are going to repeat a 60,000% run or anything like that. I'm mainly just concerned about us tapping and breaking over the all-time high. That's what I'm waiting for. At that point in time, then we could start to get pretty excited, and we could look for some higher levels. But right now, as we do look at XRP, I think that it is a great discussion to have on what would the real value of XRP actually be in a utility-driven market. And again, like, nobody could really answer that question. Nobody's going to have a full-on answer. But I will say this. It's probably going to be anywhere between $100 to $1,000, anywhere within that price range. And I know that you guys are probably going to say, Nick, are you absolutely crazy? I would argue that you're crazy to not think that something that is fundamentally changing the way that value is moving around the world 24/7, 365, It is essentially a bridge currency for anything of value to be moved as well. Then we also have banks possibly holding XRP, retail holding XRP, retail use cases on the XRP ledger, skyrocketing in demand and value. When you mix all of this demand around XRP, then also you combine, on-demand liquidity. I mean, like, to me, I think that's crazy not to think that XRP can't hit these higher, price valuations that seem like they're insane. The problem is that it's the time, right? Because we could hodl assets for, 4-8 years, but when you're waiting on a specific price and it hasn't happened in 8, 10, 15, 20 years, I mean, at that point, what are you actually holding for? And also missing out on incredible profit taking points as well. Because again, if you take profits and reinvest, well, guess what? When it starts to spike again, it's great because you actually not only doubled your bag or tripled your bag, but you've also doubled, tripled, maybe even 5x, 10x your actual value that you put in originally, or possibly even more. So as we really kind of look at this space, I think that, yeah, we could see some very, very high price valuations. A lot of people are saying like $98 or $500. And although these prices seem crazy, they're really not. Honestly, I do think that we could see those prices, but the time is the problem. So, when we do have some major spikes, and maybe, very soon, when we are trading over the all-time high, you got to make sure that you are taking your profits. So beyond this, I do want to say one thing, and this is going all the way back to May of this year. I said during that time, if you were around in 2020, then you probably know of the historical XRP $20 to $30 price predictions because they were everywhere. Although they never morphed into reality, I do believe that we will see a double-digit XRP eventually. The SEC suppressed price action greatly on XRP. I do wonder where we would be at today if it weren't for the lawsuit. Thanks for protecting retail investors, right? The good news is that we still have the opportunity to accumulate under 50 cents, and we might even get a chance at 20 to 30 cents again. Today, we know that Ripple is expanding its crypto offering to institutional giants through tokenization, liquidity management, CBDC/stablecoin issuance, and much more, including, of course, custody. The XRP ledger continues to thrive with incredible development updates, user activity, and growth, as well as more and more use cases. There is so much more substance behind XRP today than 2017 and 2018. For example, I've heard arguments of there never being an all-time high for XRP. Again, it's ridiculous. The market cap of Bitcoin's all-time high was just over $1 trillion, and Ethereum had over $580 billion. It's absolutely crazy to think that XRP will never be worth $500 billion to $1 trillion. With everything happening behind the scenes, patience is a virtue. Those who see the vision will be rewarded. And, I still mean this today. Like, as we look at this space, speculation could move mountains. It really can. But beyond speculation, there's a lot of substance here. There is so much substance behind XRP. And there is a lot of speculation, right? There's been, healthy and also unhealthy speculation. But for the most part, there's a community out there that is very large that talks about XRP every single day. They are doing research every single day. They know what they hold. They understand what they hold. And they know that what they hold cannot be cheap. It can't. And as we look at the future, like I said, I do believe that $10 plus will be hit. It will be hit. But first we need to break the all-time high, which I'm very much so looking forward to. But beyond that, we do have a lot more substance here. First and foremost, XRP is cleared. For at least 2.5 years, XRP is cleared. There's no arguing. And the best part about this is I would argue that XRP today has more regulatory clarity than Ethereum on paper. I'm saying on paper because, again, we know what's going on behind closed doors. But XRP essentially has more regulatory clarity than Ethereum. And also with this, we've also seen some pretty big moves being made because of this. For example, the DIFC champions Dubai as a global crypto hub with approval of XRP under its VAR, which is their virtual assets regime. Now, this is not Vera. Vera is also one that is looking to establish a few things regarding XRP. So we're waiting on that. But there has been a lot of great moves being made regarding this. And also, it seems as though Ripple has been pioneering and positioning XRP in these big hubs around the world that want to become crypto hubs as a virtual asset or as a digital asset for really kind of moving money and becoming that bridge currency between money. So I'm very much so looking forward to seeing a lot of things happening with XRP going forward on and a lot of the bigger updates and also even announcements that Ripple might have penned at the Swell event. Because remember, the Swell event is a banking conference essentially. But also, we've seen Singapore. Ripple obtains full license to operate in Singapore as it expands in Asia Pacific. Again, another big thing regarding payments. The big thing here is payments. Because again, Ripple Payments, which got rebranded from on-demand liquidity, has XRP tapped in. That is going to provide significant demand. Then you mix it with the retail. Then you mix it with, custody services and tokenization. Like, there's so much potential here. Also, we see over here from Crypto Insight UK talking about Ripple Payments. Just managed to grab Brendan Barry for a quick chat about Ripple's latest announcement, Ripple Payments. I asked Brendan, how would you describe Ripple Payments in 30 seconds? We are implementing the benefits of crypto such as instant payments and settlement with a focus on SMEs and unlicensed corporates. We are making this onboarding super easy for these entities, similar to how it would be interacting with a traditional financial player. At the forefront of crypto and crypto-wide adoption, there's a lot of pain points that need to be alleviated. And crypto is the perfect solution for that. So as we really kind of look at this, going forward on, like, we're starting to see maturity happening in this space. Like, we have BlackRock, for example, and all of these big players trying to jump in on ETFs. We have them spotlighting crypto on mainstream media. We're starting to see the space be taken a little bit more seriously, because beforehand, these are the same people and the same big giants of the world that said crypto's this, crypto's that, stay away from crypto. Even though they were probably buying it up, they were already tapping in. But now they're actually coming out and saying, hey, like, we're taking this seriously. This is a big deal, which shows maturity. It shows that we are getting closer. But also with Ripple Payments, with XRP, of course, this is why I say demand is at an all-time high. Ripple's on-demand liquidity represents 90% of the $6 trillion FX market, which is now $7.5 trillion. And they continue to expand. This market is so insane because this is 40 markets and it represents that 90% or that $7.5 trillion market. And it's 90% of it. Like, think about that. It's 90% of that market, and it's all with on-demand liquidity, aka Ripple Payments. But then when we look at RippleNet with Ripple Payments and some of the companies behind it, we know that Ripple with RippleNet has become a pioneer in the world of fintech. Shout out to Chad Steingraber. I have 4 posts here. All 4 of these posts highlight the significance of these companies and these players jumping in and tapping into RippleNet. After joining RippleNet, this is Money Match, we became a credible partner for financial institutions all around the world. That helped us cut transfer costs by as much as 40% and settle cross-border payments in just a few hours. Trust Payments, UK, modular with Trust Payments. Trust Payments continues its disruption in payments with the partnership between Modular and Ripple delivering a new payment option for settlements. Again, this is payments from the UK to Europe and vice versa. Golance, Ripple Payments, uses XRP to service hard-to-reach corridors at a very cheap rate. If you make $50 a week, you cannot wait days or pay $50 in transfer fees. XRP makes it possible. Last but not least, Singapore. Ripple Payments with over 30 licenses. That's right, 30 licenses, including of course, Monetary Authority of Singapore, Major Payments Institution License, and Money Transmitter Licenses, MTLs, across the US. The newly launched solution is now available in the US. More regions to come in 2024 based on jurisdiction. Like, I just want you all to understand how big this is. Because, like, we could speculate all day if your favorite altcoin is going to be utilized. But we actually have proof that, like, XRP right now is being tapped in with Ripple payments. XRP is fundamentally changing the way some of these businesses are operating. And we also know that with a lot of the businesses that are, looking into Tranglo, using Tranglo as a service with, of course, XRP, they're already freeing up a ton of capital. They're creating new revenue streams that they didn't even think were possible. Like, this is the value behind blockchain and crypto. And it's the value that, you can't really put a price tag on, because think about it. Trillions of dollars move every single day in a very inefficient way. You change that settlement layer, and now everything changes. So going back to the original article, when we're talking about this 60,000% surge, it's great on paper, right? Like, we could talk about it all day long. Hey, XRP surged 60,000%. Okay, but for over 2,000 days, XRP has not created a new all-time high. What does that tell me? What does that tell all of you? I want you all to comment down below. What that tells me is that this space is not mature enough just yet to take XRP seriously. But what will happen that makes everyone look twice and say, wow, there's something here? It's going to be XRP breaking the all-time high. And that's when I think that the real FOMO and, all the real, talk and discussions really happens. My initial target on XRP, and I've been very transparent on this. I've been very transparent. I've been very conservative on it. $5. But I know what you guys are going to say. Nick, you're talking about XRP all the time. You're talking about XRP this, XRP that, and you're expecting just $5? I'm expecting $5 initially. When we break that all-time high and we start to see the floodgates open, we're starting to see FOMO, you better bet that I'm taking profits beyond the all-time high. But I'm taking profits from a bag of XRP that I'm willing to sell, that I'm willing to trade. But I have a bag of XRP, and don't get it twisted, that is locked away, that I won't touch at least until 2030. And the reason why is because I do think that within the next at least 6 roughly years, that's when this entire space will be mature to the point where we actually have real world utility. And we also have real world utility at scale through institutions. XRP is already utilized in the real world. Most people just don't realize it yet. But I'm looking forward to that last step, which is we have regulations in, we have standardization in, we have full-on utilization. And then we can actually look and see what the value of XRP actually is at that time. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.